Thank you so much. It's great to be here. We're very excited to welcome you to the 86th National Convention. We're looking forward to an incredible time here at this conference. Salt Lake City has been outstanding for us. I wanted to thank Leon Rodriguez for the work that he is doing at USCIS. He's doing an incredible job for our communities, folks. And just think about this now. The director of the USCIS, Latino, representing our community. The director of ICE, also Latina, representing our community. Now we just need to get the Secretary of Homeland Security to be Latino as well. And we got the trifecta. So we're really excited about that because that agency is so important to our community. And they're doing an incredible job. I'll tell you, LULAC was very, very supportive of President Obama's efforts to pass deferred action for parental arrivals. Of course, we supported the deferred action for childhood arrivals as well, and we felt that that was the right thing to do, that the president had the authority to do so. In fact, we even recommended many of the strategies that he ended up using in putting in place. So we were very happy to help with the process of enrolling students in the DACA application. We actually have 8 different locations around the country through our Hispanic Immigrant Integration Project where we're helping folks apply for the deferred action for childhood arrivals. And we've helped a lot of people get on that pathway to the American dream, and it's really exciting. So we want to thank them for the great work in supporting that initiative because it's really important. Now we disagree with the court's interference in the deferred action for parental arrivals. 5 million people could potentially now be on that pathway to the American dream right now. They could have work permits in their pockets. They could be helping transform our economy. They could be living without fear of deportation with their families. And because of the law, in our opinion, being misused in the wrong way, we have to wait. That's not acceptable. And I think it's important for us to stand up and say, we want this case to be heard swiftly. We want the law to prevail. We want to make sure this program is put in place, not because it's just the right thing to do, but because that's the law. And the law says the president has this authority. It's very clear. Presidents before have had the same authority, and that's really important to us. So that is a priority for LULAC. We believe in opportunity in this organization. We believe in making sure that everyone has that educational opportunity. We want them to have those workplace opportunities. We want them to have healthy life opportunities. We want them to have housing opportunities. And we are focusing all of our programmatic efforts to addressing these issues. And of course, our policy agenda is focused on that as well. So the conference, in many ways, is a representation of those priorities. You'll see, fantastic. We see at our expo, we've got educational opportunities there. We've got our health fair going on. We've got those wonderful job, career fairs areas going on. And you'll find in our workshops, we're covering the same topics. We encourage all of you to take advantage of this conference. I know that it's the first time in Salt Lake City, but it's a real great experience. We're opening up the doors of opportunity with this convention. And I want to thank all of the partners that we have, all of our sponsors, all of our federal employees that are participating in the Federal Training Institute, all of our members, our staff, our board. Thank you for making this conference what it is. And especially I want to thank our host committee for doing such an outstanding job in hosting us in Salt Lake City. You guys have treated us so well. I'm sure we'll be back in the near future. Thank you so much, and I look forward to our next speaker. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I just got an update. The speakers are here. They're getting ready to come out on the stage. We want you to stay with us. We've got some incredible folks coming up and presenting in just a second. We have Mr. King, who is the second-ranking person at the Department of Education, who's been instrumental in a very important program to us, My Brother's Keeper. This program is really helping young men around the country, making sure that they have a great educational opportunity. We really want you to listen to his words because it's important that LULAC partners with My Brother's Keeper and that we can really help continue that great educational legacy that our organization has, especially with the folks at LNESC. So please stay with us. Do not depart. We want you to be here listening to these great words. On top of that, we're really excited to have the representation from the Department of Education, but we've got some great speakers throughout this week. I'm really excited about this conference and the fact that so many folks are coming and addressing us throughout the week. we're looking forward to the best and brightest in our community coming up and talking to all of us. What I think is important for us as LULAC is to make sure that we listen to the words that they have. We realize the opportunities that there are to partner with all of these different agencies, with these companies. And that's really what the partnership luncheon is all about, ensuring that we develop those relationships that will be the key to success for our organization going forward, because that's really what we're trying to accomplish, helping more Latinos, making a big difference around the nation. So the Department of Education is really the most important agency that we've worked with throughout our history. When I was first brought on with LULAC in 1988, I actually worked for the LULAC National Education Service Centers. And one of the important programs that LNESC operates to this day comes from the federal TRIO programs, and that's overseen by the U.S. Department of Education. LNESC has a tremendous legacy. They started in 1973 with LULAC. They are the premier educational institution for Latinos across the country, and they've helped thousands and thousands, if not millions of students go to college and have that incredible opportunity. You heard from a few of them earlier today in our ExxonMobil check presentation. That institution is a real gem for LULAC, and the next opportunity for us at the Department of Education is with this My Brother's Keeper initiative. So I really want you to ensure that when John King comes up and speaks about that effort, we really want to listen to his thoughts and how LULAC can cooperate and work hand in hand with the Department of Education on this important effort. I also wanted to reiterate our thanks to our sponsors. We heard from AT&T earlier today. They have been instrumental in supporting our technology centers. We actually now have 60 technology centers across the country. We just opened up 5 additional ones here in Salt Lake City. But we're really excited about the fact that we've got these technology centers all throughout the United States, because for us, ensuring that our community has access to broadband and access to the latest and greatest information on the information superhighway is of critical importance. We had an opening in Miami just earlier this spring with our Refresh Technology Center with Commissioner Jessica Rosenworcel from the Federal Communications Commission. And she said it best, I think, when she said, imagine trying to do your homework or to apply to college without internet access in today's world. Most teachers assume that you've got that connection, that when they send you home to do your homework at night, that you're going to be able to get to that internet access. And unfortunately for many of our folks, that opportunity still does not exist. Spanish-speaking Latinos are the most underrepresented group in the country when it comes to internet broadband access in their homes. And so LULAC has partnered up with AT&T and many other companies to ensure that we address that important issue. We've got to make sure that our community is not trailing the average, but leading the average. And so that means we have to work together to talk about the importance of broadband access. And for us, the technology centers are that entry point. That's the way we communicate with our community and ensure that they understand the importance of internet access in the home, and then help folks find a great way to get that access in the home too. LULAC has been advocating for an expansion of a program called Lifeline. And Lifeline is an initiative that helps low-income Americans get access to telephone service. But there's a possibility with the reform that the Federal Communications Commission has proposed that we can also extend that broadband access as part of the Lifeline program. What that means for us is that low-income Latinos across the country could use their Lifeline support and get broadband internet access into their homes. So the dream that we've been pushing for could become a reality with this proposal that's pending at the FCC right now. So we need all of your support, because there's some folks who don't want to do this, obviously. It's another federal program, and so that some folks look at that and say that's not a good thing. We think it's absolutely the right thing. It's what we need right now, and we've invested so much in the effort to help get our folks online that we're really supportive of that project.